What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy, Vic Excel, and this is the Ride and Dirty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, man. Let's get into it, man. One time for WRFG, 89.3 FM Atlanta, our FM radio home for the past 15 plus years. Definitely holding down the Thursday night, Friday morning, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. slot. Please lock us in and check us out. Also, one time for the good people over at live365.com. Now, for those who don't know, we partnered up with live365.com and basically launched our very own media-based tracking internet radio station. Now, I always have to explain this to a lot of artists out there. All right. So, now our station is Ride 95, and it's spelled over 2,000 internet radio stations. Type in Ride 95 or IDE 95. Click on our station logo, and you'll have music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right, now, if you want to check us out on your mobile device while you're exercising, jogging, at work, or whatever you do via your mobile device, it's also just as simple. Make sure you download the Live 365 app. Once you download the Live 365 app, all you have to do is go to the search engine, type in Ride 95, click on the station logo, and you will have us. Again, music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right, lock us in and check us out. What up, Prez? All right, so, man, I want to let you know about our amazing sponsors, the people that definitely make this show possible. One time for the good people over at Liquor Lollipops. Liquor Lollipops is a premium hard candy designed to taste like your favorite alcoholic beverage. Also, one time for the good people over at 100 Band Run. You might see the shirt. 100 Band Run. They are a luxury clothing company brought to you by the Burning 50. Luxury clothing designed to your taste and your needs. All right. One time for one time for El Cornell Michelada Mix, all right? They have the best Michelada mix for your beers and the best dipped gummy candies this side of the border. Please check them out at El Cornell Michelada Mix on Facebook. And last but not least, one time for J. Lawson Music Group, all right? They are the home of Atlanta's newest supergroup, Fulton County, which features DJ Taz, Kilo Ali, and Mr. Flamboyant, all right? Make sure you visit them also on Facebook at J. Lawson Music Group. So again, one time for our sponsors, J. Lawson Music Group, El Canal Michelada Mix, Liquor Lollipops, and 100 Band Run Clothing. All right? When you visit them, please let them know you heard about their products on the Ride and Dirty Show with Vic Excel. Okay? All right, man. All right, man. It's time for me to get into it real quick. This is the part of the show I love more than anything, when I get to bring on guests to talk about their lives and how they're changing the world, whether it's through arts, entertainment, philanthropism, music, entrepreneurship, just downright being a good person. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight is no different than any other night on the Ride and Dirty Show. So welcome to the Ride and Dirty platform. Rapper Pacman Plu. What's going on, my G?
What up? You could have just said I'm a good person, you know?
All right. Hey, man, being a good person will get you a long way in this world in today's times.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's a fact.
All right, man, I always love to start the show by saying thank you for allowing us to sit down and talk to you for a little while. And, it's our honor to have you here on our platform.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
All right, so look, man, let's jump right into it. The first thing I gotta ask is, am I saying it correct? Is it Pacman Plu?
Yes, Pacman Plu, P-L-U.
All right, Pacman Plu. Okay, all right. All right,
yeah.
Now, let the world know where you're from and what was your introduction to music?
I'm from Long Island, New York, Westbury out of Long Island, New York. My first introduction to music was, I guess, my mother and her gospel group when I was a kid, to be honest with you.
All right, so you grew up in a household with a mother in a gospel group?
Yeah, I mean, it was like in her little church group, but yeah, she used to sing all the time, so yeah.
All right. Did you ever want to join a gospel group, or were you ever in the gospel group?
I wanted to be a pastor when I was a kid. Honestly, I never wanted to do a gospel or anything like that. I wanted to be a pastor.
All right, and what happened with that?
Basically nothing. From then on, she used to actually have a lot of tapes here with a lot of gospel on there. And at a point, I actually used to record myself freestyling over her gospel tapes. I just threw it on instrumental and actually start freestyling on them. So I guess like that all played into it.
All right, now when you was freestyling, were you doing gospel raps or what type of raps were you doing?
No, I never done gospel. I was just a kid trying to just rap, just hip hop, just regular rap. You know, just talking about my life, what's going on, venting.
Okay. All right. Now, when did you realize that these freestyles could one day turn into a career for you?
Honestly, I was always told that I could rap. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, I was always told that I could rap. So, at a young age, I always thought that I can rap and I wanted to rap, but it didn't really become a reality until like about 2-3 years ago.
Okay. All right. Who are some of your influences that make you want to be the best artist possible?
Say Jay-Z, Drake, those that have longevity in the game, those that's been around, that's staying around.
Okay, that's definitely, hey man, longevity is something that's definitely needed in this industry. Other than the longevity,
Yeah, exactly.
Other than longevity, what makes you favor those artists?
Their ability to vent. They could change their flows up based on any beat, to be honest with you. And there's some songs where they get on and they start talking to you, it feels like they're really talking to you.
All right. So would those be the artists that you also feel like you're most relatable to?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, now, what's it like growing up in your area, especially for an independent artist? What are the opportunities like?
In my area, there's not really much opportunity besides trying to get yourself out there, to be honest with you. Just trying to meet, just trying to network. There's a lot of people out on Long Island and out in New York overall, but unless you know somebody, no one's really trying to help you out here.
All right, all right. What about DJs? Like a lot of times I hear a lot of artists feel like the correlation and the relationship between independent artists and DJs isn't always good. What's it like in your area when it comes to the local DJs getting on board and playing independent artists?
As of right now, I've been getting more in tune with DJs. That's actually not as bad as people make it out to be honest with you. You just have to make sure that you have something behind you, like quality music, and you're actually about what you're saying you're about. Because there's a lot of guys that hit these DJs up like, yo, they don't play my music, but they don't really show passion for what they're doing.
Yeah.
It just seems like they're asking for a handout, you know?
Yeah, a lot of times the DJs feel like if you're not serious about your craft, then what's the point of them rocking with you?
Yeah, exactly. I can't be more serious about your craft than you are.
All right, now, your area is known for some legendary hip-hop artists. What's it like coming up in the footsteps of some of those legendary artists that come from the same area you come from?
It just feels like I have a lot to prove, and I have a torch in my hand that I have to keep going with. Basically, it feels like I have a lot to prove.
All right,
big shoes to actually fill.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that name, Pacman Plu. That's a very, very unique name. How did it come about?
My name before Pacman Plu was actually Pluto. Then everybody else started calling themselves that. So it was like, all right, so I need to change it up. And I came up with Pacman because in my mind I felt like I ate every beat I hopped on, and I was just that guy. So I was like, all right, I'm Pacman. I kept the Plu from the Pluto just to stick with the first name too. So it became Pacman Plu.
Okay. All right. Now, I was checking you out on Twitter, and it says sometimes rap, sometimes rap, sometimes sing, but always good music. Tell me a little bit about that quote.
It's just saying that when I get in the studio, I'm just gonna I do what comes out, you know. I don't try to force anything. I'm not gonna go in the studio and try to force a million rap songs if I feel like singing today, you know. So basically, I go in there and I'll just do what I do, and just know that it's gonna be good quality. It's gonna be genuine stuff.
All right, now, do you credit the actual singing aspect of your artistry to your mother and growing up listening to her in those gospel groups?
In a sense, I kind of do, but I really credit it to guys like Wyclef and Bob Marley and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, always good music. In your definition, what is good music?
Good music is relatable. I mean, it's relatable. It has a rhythm. It's something that you're not gonna want to turn off as soon as you start hearing it.
Okay.
It's not a lot of noise. It's something you can legit just drive around in your car on any regular day listening to, bopping your head, and you'll always feel the same way about it. Like you could go to it like 10 years from now to have the same vibe.
All right, man. You've definitely been on your grizzly when it comes to promoting. Let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff you've been doing on the promotion side. I seen you do an interview with DJ Superstar J, Shade 45. Man, I've seen the billboards. I've seen that you've been on Dash Radio. Let's talk about this marketing campaign and the way you've been spreading the word about this music.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get myself into as much. Me and the team is just trying to get ourselves into as much market as we possibly can to make sure that no one else to make sure that everybody else gets a chance to hear this music. Because I dropped the EP before this and we didn't have the same marketing plan behind it, and it didn't really do as well as in 2 years as this one has done in a month. So it's with this plan, everything right now is just I'm trying to get myself into as much markets as I can, try to network as much as I can. I'm just trying to do everything that I can to actually get my voice heard.
All right, now tell other artists out there who are trying to achieve in this industry how important that marketing plan is to getting you heard. Because I seen a post that you made in reference to your plays now as opposed to what your plays were on your previous release. So talk a little bit about the importance of having a proper marketing plan.
Proper marketing it'll really get you plays that you never thought you had, even from people in your own neighborhood. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, just people seeing you going out there and promoting yourself is gonna make them want to support you in a sense. It's like, oh, he's really going out there and willing to do all of this. Let me see what he actually has to bring to the table. Because if he really believes in himself that much, then I guess he has something, you know. So it's like marketing will really get you. It'll get you plays. It'll get you fans that you never even know you had. People that you never even know heard your music before start coming up to you like, yo, I seen that billboard, or yo, I seen that post. They might have never even heard your music, but they know who you are. And them knowing who you are is this conversation starter. If people are talking about you, then more than likely people are going to end up listening to your music.
All right, I definitely can dig that. What was it like seeing your face on a billboard?
Yeah, it was surreal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Being from New York, I've walked in Times Square so many times, and that one time to see my face there just felt so different. And at the same time, Patrick Mahomes commercial was playing, so it was my face right next to Patrick Mahomes, which is it just felt so different. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right. Now you're currently being distributed through Roc Nation's Equity Distribution. Tell me a little bit about how you linked up with that situation.
I met up with Equity about 2 years ago. I met up with Rel and Devin and them about 2 years ago down in Baltimore at the Rel Carter Culture Tour. It was a little tour he had going on at the time. Big tour, actually. But yeah, he has a tour going on, and I linked up with them down there. I performed a few songs. They liked what I had going on, and basically we networked and just got to know each other more. And after that, basically it was just a go.
All right, man, that's definitely what's up. That's big boy moves there. At this point, what has been your feelings about the partnership?
I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love it. They're really helpful with everything that they do. They're transparent and everything that they do. You see, all the plays that you're getting, you see. They started their own little app thing where they really track every play from everywhere, and it's just amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, and they're really helpful with anything that if you really just need equity, you can email them, and you'll probably get an email back with that same day.
Okay.
And honestly, Rel emails you, like everybody there, just it's really helpful.
Okay, that's definitely what's up. All right, now, with all this been said, I know this is not just the work of Pacman Plu. You got to have a strong team behind you. So talk a little bit about the inspiring artist. Talk a little bit about to the aspiring artist, how important it is to have the proper team put into place to help advance your career.
Man, it's just like anything else you do. It's like if you're playing soccer, it's basketball, football, you need everybody to know their roles, play their positions properly to make sure that you're gonna get that win. And basically that's what this team is, you know. I got my videographer, which is like my main guy right now. He's going everywhere with me because it's not just he's not just my videographer. He's like my manager / partner / a lot of things. I got Dev with Soundcheck, which is like another manager in the sense, and he's doing a lot. My producers, I got 2 producers, in-home producers that have beats for me on the go, ready when I need it, so I don't have to go on YouTube looking for beats unless I want to. I have an engineer that's ready to go. Like every photographer is ready to go. So at no point am I actually waiting on anybody or anything. It's just like everything is ready to go.
All right, so man, that's dope. It frees you up to be able to just concentrate on being creative.
Yeah, it allows me to just be an artist, you know.
Yeah, man. And I think all artists need to find that, but I think in finding that, you definitely got to put the proper people in the proper positions.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right.
People have to really be willing to be about you. You as your team has to be an artist first type team, you know. Just knowing that everything that they do is to make sure that the artist gets to the place that the whole team wants that artist to get, because that's going to help everybody else around them.
All right. What would you like fans to take from hearing your music?
When fans hear my music, I really want them to get me, you know, just to understand that I'm just to enjoy life, just to, you know, just keep going.
All right. Definitely. No doubt. No doubt. All right. You got a brand new project in the marketplace. Tell us the name of the project.
Right now, the name of the project is called I'm Not Done, and it's on all platforms right now.
Okay. Why the title I'm Not Done?
It's called I'm Not Done based off what I was just saying earlier. I want, it's the idea that you gotta keep going. Like how Nipsey said, the marathon continues, or it's that whole idea that you never stopped. There's no stopping. It's just one day at a time, but one step at a time, but you just gotta keep going. And like, I'm not done is just letting everybody know that I might slow down with my music here and there, but I'm not done and I'm gonna keep going with it.
Okay, definitely. No doubt. All right.
We have like about the whole tape. There's only 2 other songs on there that's not theirs. One of them is by Midnight, and the other one's by Vovo.
All right. Now, how sound?
It's really important. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've come to learn that, and there's only a few producers I could really, not a few. There's probably a lot more producers I'll probably end up getting that I can work with, but it's only a few producers that are willing to open their minds up to what you're saying. They're not just they don't just see you as a rapper. They see you as another artist, and they accepting what you're saying, what you're trying to do, and they're willing to work with you.
All right. If you could do a dream song with any 2 artists, that way you have 3 verses. You got a verse, and 2 other artists have verses. Who would those artists be?
Alive or dead?
Huh?
Are we talking alive and dead?
Whoever you choose, alive or dead. Just 2 other artists that you would love to have on the track with you.
rapping or singing?
It doesn't matter.
I gotta know, because if there's 3 verses, if we're just rapping, then that's a change up. But if we gotta do 3 artists, then I'll probably do a song with Nina Simone on the hook, Nina Simone and Michael Jackson probably, or Nina Simone and Drake.
Okay. Oh man, that's big. That's really, really big. What would the subject matter be?
See, with Michael Jackson and Nina, I'll probably make it more about what's going on in this world right now, some humanitarian stuff. With Drake and Nina, I'll probably do a little like a little hype song, like a little catchy beat, something nice.
Okay. All right. Man, that's a very, very powerful combination, man. That's a very, very powerful combination for real. Very powerful combination. How much time went into actually making this project for you?
This project, honestly, in reality, one of the songs on this project I recorded in 2018.
Okay.
So if you really want to think about it like that, this project has been in the works since 2018.
Okay. All right. It was one song I definitely wanted to ask you about, and it was "Man in the Mirror."
Uh-huh.
Since you mentioned Michael Jackson, you have a song called "Man in the Mirror." Tell me a little bit about it.
"Man in the Mirror" is really, to me, that song is really just me trying to make a statement. It's me. It just simplifies everything that I've done in the past few months, few years, and everything. It's just letting everybody know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm really here, and I'm gonna show you guys that I'm here. And if you don't like it, then you gotta make sure you don't like the man in the mirror. Basically, just make sure you stare at yourself and see what you don't like in yourself before you look at what you don't like in me.
Okay. All right, my last question. We live in a world where the World Wide Web and social media is very, very important. How have you been able to capitalize on the World Wide Web and social media when it comes to getting your music heard by people you normally can't reach out and touch?
I've been going pretty well, but honestly, I'm trying to get more into social media. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was one of those guys that always said, "Yo, I don't really do social media. I don't really care for it." Blah blah blah. But now I'm really trying to get more into it because, like, a lot of the fans that I have, a lot of the followers that I actually have, they live nowhere near me. Recently, I was looking on my iTunes thing, and one of the top places I was being played at was La Place in Louisiana. It's legit. It's a place called La Place. I never even knew that. But it was like a lot of the plays I was getting there was from La Place, and it turns out I have a lot of followers from La Place on Instagram too. I didn't even know that.
Okay, that's definitely what's up. All right, let the people know how to find you.
If you want to find me, you could actually search me up on everything. The name doesn't change. It's Pacman Plu, PACMANPLU. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, Tidal, YouTube, everything.
All right, Pacman Plu, I want to say thank you again for taking this time to talk to us about your career and your brand new project.
Thank you for having me, man.